There, sorry about that. Um, so as I was saying, Phil, tell us a little about yourself and play us a song.
I'm glad to know I'm not going crazy. I thought the world was ending there for a second.
It was.
Um, yeah. Caroline, thank you. Now I have a second favorite song about Georgia rain. That was awesome. Um, I was born in Southern California and lived here all my adult life, but grew up in Kansas City. So whatever kind of strange, unholy hybrid that makes me, I will accept it. The first album I released was in the early 2000s, and for some reason, this is the song that got the most radio play, and I'll let you decide why. I have no idea. Well, I know that Bob Dylan's a genius, and I did not come here to complain. It's easy to see the problem is me. His talent's too big for my brain. It's completely unfair, 'cause I so want to be a Bob Dylan kind of guy. I hear the man sing and I don't get a thing, no matter how hard I may try. Yeah, she breaks just like a little girl, so get juiced in it. Let's spend some time in Mozambique, you and I. When God says to Abe, no, no, it ain't me, babe, we all know it takes a train to cry. Intellectuals and freaks all discover so much to devour in each song. Wish I had the gene to make me part of that scene. 10 million zillion grillion jillion fans can't be wrong, but I need someone patient to help me comprehend his power, his glory. Now lay, lady, lay, I could listen to all day, 'cause that one's pretty self-explanatory. And there's a 13th century poet in your back pages, and he'll stone you with his wandering boot heel. So to Maggie's farm you'll go with Quinn the Eskimo on this jingle jangle morning. How does it feel? I'm inspired by the people that he inspires. You're Dan Byrne, you're Caroline Aiken, you're Bruce. And the best one I've heard is Loudon Wainwright the Third. But when I turn to Bob, it's no use. So listen, all you mathematicians and carpenters' wives, let us not talk falsely now of my crime. When you're caught in the rain of Mr. Jones's hurricane, then you know I just kind of wasted your precious time. Yeah, you know, I just wasted your time.
Brilliant. Worthy of the man himself.
I hope he doesn't beat me up someday.
I'm sure he'll take it with a smile. I first fell in love with Bob Dylan because of Judy Collins, so I really have no grounds to speak here. Um, I also fell in love with Leonard Cohen that way, but I have to say that the first time I heard Leonard Cohen do Dress Rehearsal Rag, I finally understood what he was talking about. So, since we're talking about origins, I moved here from New York with the intention of moving on to California I was just stopping here for a minute, and that is not what happened, so I'm going to explain it in this song. When I left New York City, I thought walls and lights were pretty, and wide open space, well, that was Central Park. And when I pulled into Austin, I thought soon I would be leaving, but a little bit of Texas got stuck here in my heart. Well, the sky's so big it scared me, but the people were so friendly. I kept putting off the date when I would depart for that west horizon, never realizing the longer that I waited, the more leaving would be hard. When I finally hit the road on Highway 10, I said, so long, Austin, I won't be back again. But I missed Texas every day and every night. I missed Texas, even things I didn't like. I missed Texas, it was tearing me apart, 'cause a little bit of Texas was stuck here in my heart. So there I am in LA, and I'm thinking I have it made. But every now and then my dreams would fall apart, and all the shoulders I could cry on were in some distant time zone. So I would cry all by myself for the breaking of my heart. Now I smile and shake my head and say, how silly can you get? What could I been thinking to be wandering that far? And the man who walks beside me, I came back so he could find me. And we're both firmly wed to the heart of the Lone Star. When I finally hit the road on Highway 10, I said, make room, Austin, I'm coming home again. 'Cause I missed Texas every day and every night. I missed Texas, even things I still don't like. I missed Texas, it's tearing me apart, 'cause a little bit of Texas was stuck here in my heart. Yes, I missed Texas, and I will never more depart, 'cause a little bit of Texas, right out of the middle, it's stuck here in my heart. Yeehaw. Thank you. So we're just going to keep going round and round like this for as long as you'll have us, or for 2 hours, whichever comes first. And there will be a tip jar in the chat, so please visit. Keep your chat
Awesome.
open. By the way, there's a whole lot of stuff going on over there. Whoops. So, Caroline,
Yeah.
take it away.
All right. Yeah, sorry about all that. I'm trying to position this where you can see the guitar, but I can't get there. So you're just gonna have to imagine it. Tommy, Moses Mo, if you're on here, Moses Mo, guitar player for Mother's Finest. And this is for Tommy and Trina. Tommy Martin, who's on here with us today. He's one of my guitar songwriting heroes. He's played with the best, Outkast, TLC, and Justin Bieber, and big stages. Tommy, I really appreciate you here, man. Love what you do to me. Love how you make me see about me. true. You're just right for me. Know how it's going to be. You're always so good to me. When you call me in the morning, tell me that you love me. Tell me that you need me. Is everything alright? You give me good feeling. You give me good feeling, yeah. Give me good feeling. Oh, oh, oh. I want to thank you for the love. Thank you for the heartache. Thank you for the tears I cried. Thank you for all those lies. Your love is just right on time. I'm proud to say you're mine. Always so good to me. Oh no, no, I could never hold it back. I'm in love and that's a fact. You always to me when you put your arms around me. Wash my cares away. Makes me feel so close to you, baby. And it happens all the time. You give me good feeling. Give me good feeling, yeah. Give me good feeling. Oh, oh, oh. I want to thank you for the love. Thank you for the heartache. Thank you for the tears I cry. Thank you for all those lies. When you put your arms around me, wash my cares away. Makes me feel so close to you, baby. And it happens all the time. You give me good feeling. Give me good feelings, yeah. Give me good feeling. Oh, oh, oh. I wanna thank you for the love.
Caroline, I hate to miss a drop of your guitar wizardry. I just want to make sure we've checked to see that your original sound for musicians is on or off or in the right switch, right?
It's on, but we've been having a trouble. Yet mine original sound is enabled, so I don't know what it is. Is it
Well,
is it
will you
cutting in and
please?
out?
Yeah, I'd like it if you'd come to my house later and just play all the guitar riffs for me. All right. This is a song about the dark days before the Union, the American Federation of Musicians. When the only way for a musician to earn a living, feed the family, was to grab an instrument and head down into the music mines. We'd bring up any tunes we found and turn them over to the man. Of course, the man would turn around and make a big fat profit. We'd just pick up our banjo or marimba, head back down into the mine for another day's work. Worry you there in 1922 when the only life we knew was working for the man? Were you there when the way to ply your craft was to crawl on down the shaft and just bring back what you can? You bring up a waltz or a minuet, they just send you back down for more. And our rosin and reeds we had to get at the company store. Were you there in 1923 when the music company owned the mines of Minnesota? Were you there working far below the drifts when they doubled up our shifts for to meet their brand new quota? We bring up a nice barbershop quartet, they just send you back down for more. And our picks and strings we had to get at the company store. To a person, we all loved harmony, but we were never free as long as we were underground. In the darkness, working 14 hours a day, and we had to give away any music that we found. We'd cram in the carts and we'd head back down packing oboe and trombone, and you always pitied the luckless clown had to lug the sousaphone. Were you there in 1924 out in front of the company store when we first heard freedom sound? A stranger in her work boots standing there, overalls and curly hair, and she bade us gather round. She said, "Rise up, together we are stronger. From this day we'll no longer be slaves to men like them." In the crowd, you could hear an excited buzz when she told us that she was Ethel of the AFM. Well, you can bet that didn't go over so well with the fat cats organizing. They soon passed laws to keep Ethel from trespassing on company property, and they handed out rifles to goons and thugs to keep us from organizing on our own time. Things pretty much came to a head one cold February morn. Ethel, with her resophonic guitar, had a meeting by the maple tree. She said, "Talking only gets you so far, let's show 'em solidarity." So we marched on the boss, 400 strong, and presented our demands, saying we want a share of every song we bring up with our hearts and hands. The boss said, "I'll see you all die under 20 tons of earth before I'll ever cut into my share of what this music's worth." Then he tried to whistle for his goons to come, but the whistle wouldn't work. Ethel said, "You can't whistle. You can't even hum. We're musicians. You're a jerk." Out we poured, surrounding all the goons, bombarding them with tunes we'd learned down in the mine. And the music turned all the company's guns into button accordions, like water into wine. Were you there on that February morn, as musicians' rights were born, like flowers sprouting from a stem? And we marched, bearing music stands and folders, as we carried on our shoulders Ethel of the AFM.
Bravo.
Thank you, thank you.
Proud member of Local 1000 myself.
Excellent. 7 out here.
Well, I would have joined the local here, but I do travel, so I had the option, and Texas unions have no teeth, so there we go. I'm going to do a little of this. Where are all the Gretas and Marlenas and all the Mae Wests? Where are they? No one tells the boys, come up and see me sometime. That's all out of style nowadays. But I still long for old-time steamy romance and satin gowns and stockings with seams and men that wear trench coats and fedora hats. I wish they'd bring that all back, 'cause I want to be a femme fatale. I want to be a vamp. I want to whistle like Bacall and have 'em all eating from my hand. They put me on a pedestal, competing for my glance. I want to be a femme fatale. I want to be a vamp. Though I am a liberated woman, sometimes sometimes I'd prefer to be a tease. And when I see those starlets with eyes come hither soft, I could pull that off, it seems to me. See? And men would buy me clothes and bring me jewelry, and open doors and pull me out a seat, and then stand by politely until I'd sit, enjoy my sparkling wit, a little risque repartee from Hey Femme Fatale. I wanna be a vamp. I wanna be the party doll that upsets all their other plans. I know it isn't fashionable, but it's so elegant. I wanna be a femme fatale. I wanna be a vamp. Dietrich and Davis, they had it made. Mansfield and Monroe, hey, where'd they all go? Well, the women we admire now in the movies are all doctors and lawyers and chiefs. They don't flutter their lashes or swing their hips. They don't pout their lips or sit on anyone's knee. And if they're in some older profession, they've all been reformed by Act 3. They've given up their cigarettes and champagne. I guess we've come a long way, but I sure miss the day of the femme fatale. I wanna be a vamp. I wanna give the boys the eye, call some guy my honey lamb. I'd have 'em all in a spell, I'd have 'em in a trance. If I was a femme fatale, I would be sensational. I wanna be a vamp. Thank you.
Hey, that was great.
Thanks.
So I thought Tommy was Tommy Martin, but it's Mo's daughter, Tommy, that's here. And Mo is the guitar player for Mother's Finest, who I recorded several records with. Mother's Finest is a well-known black rock band out of Atlanta. Margo knows, and Tommy knows for sure. And here's a song that we did together. Moses Mo. That I'll sing you songs of love, full of like water from a well, find oasis in the desert when our love's in a dry spell. Love in a dry spell. Oh, and love's in a dry spell. Love in a dry spell. Drink me up. Well, it's all 1 minute and on the next. Love survives on memories best. Living in this desert's just one big test. When I love's in a dry spell. Love in a dry spell. Oh, love's in a dry spell. Love in a dry spell. Yeah, drink me up. Oh, drink me up, baby. It's been a long, hard road in a town, and I feel I'm coming round. When I feel that first drop of rain hit the ground, I've been running for days and days, crawling to your shore. I found an oasis, baby. You are what I first fall in love in the dry spell. Love in the dry spell. Oh, drink me up. Is that good? Can you hear everything? The sound coming across? No, huh? No.
Not as much as it should.
No, you're a lot of
But
your
still
guitar
sounds
playing is
awesome.
a lot of your guitar playing is just missing.
We can see you doing it, but we can't hear it.
We have reason to believe you're actually doing it. We get that.
Well, hell.
I'm
I heard
actually,
most.
Hey, that's exactly what my thought was. Hell.
yeah. The instrumental break on that last song came through pretty much intact, but some of the others, it's like we're just watching you.
Oh. Oh, well.
Which is not bad.
No,
It's not bad to just
no,
watch
you're
you.
wonderful to look
Yeah.
at.
Great.
So,
Well, I was going to, after Jan's example, I was thinking of bearing a shoulder for this song, but this button-up shirt is making it difficult. But it would work on this song because it's a little bit rude. My friend J.C. Hike is a country singer out here in Southern California, and I wanted this to be a real country song, so I co-wrote it with him. Excuse me. He walks out with his groceries, and his day already sucks, 'cause that ticket on his windshield is gonna cost $80. Plum forgot about street sweeping noon until 4, running some errands for the widow next door. He ain't striving for sainthood, just to be a good man. Donates time, gives some money whenever he can. But bad luck seems to plague him. No glory, just guts, like an angel who's been kicked in the nuts. No good deed goes unpunished, the jaded folks say, but this man refuses to see it that way. Despite those 10 houses that he helped rebuild, destroyed by tornadoes, people were killed. Life keeps handing him lessons, some big and some small. He takes them to heart and tries to learn from them all. And he won't get discouraged, no ifs, ands, or buts. He's an angel who's been kicked in the nuts. He's a hopeless romantic, wears his heart on his sleeve, though like 33 others, she'll probably leave. Case in point, his last girlfriend, who he thought was the one, left him for Jesus, became a nun. Oh Lord, won't you send him a love of his own? If not a soulmate, just someone to bone. But when God closes a window, a door also shuts on this angel who's been kicked in the nuts. Oh Lord, won't you double check your own master plan? Why must it involve taking dumps on this man? And why must all the good luck go to some evil putz while this angel gets kicked in the nuts? He'd give up his own life vest to keep you afloat. He's an angel who's been kicked in the scrot. If you're sleepy and in danger, he'll stay up and take watch. He's an angel who's been kicked in the crotch. You see how this is going? When there's wrongs to be righted, he never will rest. He's an angel who's been kicked in the testes. When his heart's smashed to pieces, he crawls through the shards. He's an angel who's been kicked in the nards, 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 nards.
Brilliant. New
I
words.
hope nobody left us.
New words for your vocabulary. So, I've got a song about rain, sort of, and about having bad days, sort of. So, I'm going to do that one. Nothing is what it seemed in your elusive dream. One day it's all sunlight, you've been there once or twice. Just when you think you know how it's gonna go, up comes a sudden blow and you go walking in the rain. Walking in the rain, singing that old song again. Walking in the rain, walking in the rain. Good luck, it comes and goes. Life is a roller coaster. One day your name's in lights, you've been there once or twice. Just when you think you see how it's supposed to be, up comes a northern breeze, leaves you walking in the rain. Walking in the rain, singing that old song again. Walking in the rain, walking in the rain. Everything's always changing, nothing remains the same. But that can be your fine salvation. You may frown on it, but at least you can count on it. So when you're feeling bad, figuring you've been had, you can take my advice, 'cause I've been there once or twice. Just when you, next time the blues steps in, talking like your old friend, you take it by the hand, take it walking in the rain. walking in the rain, singing that old song again, walking in the rain, walking in the rain. Thank you. I did want to mention before I pass this back to Caroline that we have a guest with us who's been with us regularly. His name is Rick, and he will set his background to suit your song. So you want to keep an eye on Rick's background. It's always lots of fun to watch.
It's lots of fun to do, too.
Oh, cool. Well, I'm glad to hear it. So,
What did you do for the Kicked in the Nuts song? I missed it.
Oh, it was a devil kicking an angel.
I'll watch it in the recording. Thank you, Rick.
Sure.
So I'm trying to figure something out here.
okay.
Yeah, you got echo.
Now, is that better? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Is it better?
it's a bunch clearer. The only thing is, you're using your phone, right?
Yeah.
Turn it sideways.
Oh, okay. Better?
Up, nope. Turn it back. It doesn't do what I thought it was going to do.
I'm sorry, folks.
It's all right. It's okay. As long as the sound is good. I just want everybody to hear your beautiful guitar playing.
Well, I've got this little blue microphone and I've just put it to my phone. Let's see. This is how's that sounding? Is that a little better?
Play it for a minute and sing.
Huh?
Play it and I mean, just play anything and sing.
I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do.
Nope, it's still cutting your guitar out.
Damn it. I tell you what,
Did you set up the original sound on your phone?
I'm going back there. Let's see. Yeah. Enable say. Oh, I'm so sorry, folks. You're spinning your tongue. Let's see. Enable original sound. I got it on original sound. So there you go. Okay.
Okay. Guitar is good.
So I wrote this song with Jackie Taylor out of Kerrville. I knew Jackie at Kerrville. And Jackie sent me these lyrics about Susan Rhodes. Susan is a longtime photographer at Kerrville. And so these are Jackie's lyrics, bless her heart and bless her up in heaven. And this is called Susan's Eyes. Susan sees the world in little pieces and she shows us what we overlook. Red gates, purple flowers, the way the sunshine sparkles on the brook. I see the world through Susan's eye, hanging on the wall. Then I realize I've been looking without seeing it at all. Through Susan's eyes, she can sing a melody on one silent note.
leaves a singer's throat, or capture an expression that no one else has seen. Leaving it all up to us to figure out just what she sees. I see the world through Susan's eyes, hanging on the wall. Then I realize I've been looking without seeing it at all. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Through Susan's eyes. I wish that she would take her lens, turn it to her heart, that she can see how beautiful she shines, how she sparks. Susan's eyes. Through Susan's eyes, I see the world through Susan's eyes, hanging on the wall. Then I realize I've been looking without seeing it at all. Yeah. Through Susan's eyes. Through Susan's eyes. Through Susan's eyes.
Hallelujah. We heard every note.
Yay.
Yay.
Good or bad? Yep.
Perfect. Perfect in
Oh,
every
it
way.
was
Cool.
good.
Thanks.
Marvelous. Okay.
That was marvelous. I'm glad we can hear you now. Rick, I saw your backdrop, and Janet Lerner, I can't believe you found that graphic of that poor little angel. Thank you for showing me that. Also, thank you, Caroline, for bringing the mood, bringing it down to a little mellow mood right now. I'll stick with that. This is about a family that I actually know. I'm told that if it was Celtic music, that would be a planksty, a song in honor of a family would be called a planksty. So I guess this is a planksty. It's also got a very singable chorus. So if you want to sing along, stay muted, or it'll be chaos. But if you want to sing the chorus, once you've learned it, that's great with me. I'll watch you doing it. Our family name is Stong, not strong. It's a name that begs you to say it wrong. That's why I wrote this little song to help from time to time. There's Robin, Ryan, Spencer, Stephen, Catherine. Sometimes it's hard to know where to begin. The list of the Stong clan's immediate kin, thus I have provided this rhyme. Sticks and stones won't stop the Stongs, we'll still stay straight and sturdy. Our strings are strummed in stellar style, our stream of words is wordy. We'll stride on by our standards high, though the street is steep and long. Together we'll always be Stong. Got it? I want to hear you next time around. Although it's different next time around. If your family name's a little bit different from the way it's usually writ, if your family name's a little bit different from the way it's usually writ, don't be discouraged now, don't you quit. It's actually kind of fun. Sure, spelling it out for people ain't so great. It may be a drag now, but just you wait. One day you'll start to alliterate like a literate son of a gun. Sticks and stones won't sting the Stongs, we'll still stay straight as maples. We staunchly stand by our statements on stationery from Staples. We've staked a claim on our stainless name, on the world stage we belong. Together we'll always be Stong. Like the steam locomotive and the Studebaker car, like Stanley and Livingston, McCartney and Starr. The stuff of story is what we are. Now please, can't we all get along? Together we all could be Stong. Thank you much.
Yes, I sang along with every word, Phil.
I believe you. You, Jan, I believe.
Okay, so speaking of people that we wrote songs with, I'm going to do one that kind of got written by accident. Don't they all? But it was my friend Jen Cass who called my attention to it. She's in Michigan. She's another person that actually I've had her on this show a couple times. So she's another person like Caroline that I have admired for a long time. And I was driving to Kansas, and it was the day after the Coventry School episode, and all the flags were at half mast. And it took me a little bit to figure out why all the flags were at half mast, but when I figured it out, it pissed me off. And when I got somewhere, I posted on Facebook, they might as well just leave them at half mast since they're not doing anything about the problem. Well, about 2 weeks later, Jen sent me lyrics on Messenger on Facebook, and they were wonderful lyrics. And I said, "Those are fabulous, congratulations." And she said, "Well, it was your idea." So the result was I got to set it. She liked the results, and so do I, and I'm going to play it for you right now. The flags above my country are at half-mast once again, and we're burying our children and their teachers and their friends. Hey, law enforcement got him, and he only murdered 10. And the flags above my country are at half-mast once again. The flags above my country are at half-mast every day, and the folks who have the power seem to have nothing to say. They all send their thoughts and prayers up to protect the NRA. And the flags above my country are at half-mast every day. Why not leave the flags at half-mast? It'll save us all some time. We can cut right to the part where we claim this is God's design, as we scroll the names and faces that were cut down in their prime. Flags above my country should be upside down today. The risk to life and property we cannot pray away, and no good guy with a gun can stop a nation led astray. So the flags above my country should be upside down today.
Seriously.
Thank you.
Oh, my heart breaks, man. That's hard. So let's see, where do we go from there?
Well, let me ask you a question first.
Sure.
Where are you going to be next, and where can people find you online?
Well, I'm hiding on Facebook as Witchy Watcher because I like to go and introduce the facts and put links in on Marjorie Taylor Greene's page and just bring a little bit of factual evidence to the conversation, and I'm afraid to do that in my real name. And other than that, you can find me carolineaiken.com. And for 4 years, I've had 3 bouts of COVID, and it stole my voice every time. So I really have been laying low for about 4 years. It's been intense to come back and remember how it feels to perform. And I performed for 20 years before I ever recorded an album, from 69 to 88. I put my first album out in 88. And, so luckily for me, I had a lot of flight time under my belt. So I'm feeling better and better about singing. Singing was really the deal with COVID. Where I'm going to be doing a live show at WRFG, a radio station in Atlanta, live with Daryl Rhodes. It's Daryl is the Haha Vishnu Orchestra. Atlanta's just steeped in these amazing people, and Daryl Rhodes is a comedian, and he is an incredible songwriter. And so I'm going to be doing that live the end of May. I'm going to Europe in June to play in Netherlands and UK. Hopefully we'll be on the West Coast in July and August. So that's the possibilities.
That's great. That radio show can be accessible to everyone. There is a Radio Garden website, and you can access that station. Would you say the call letters again, please?
WRFG. It's our
WRFG.
community radio station in Atlanta.
Cool.
Yeah.
And Phil, how about you? Where are you going to be next, and where can people find you online?
Wait. Does the RFG stand for Radio Free Georgia?
Correct.
All right.
I am an actor as well, so the next thing I'm going to appear at as a musician is a fundraiser at a little professional theater in Hollywood that's been my theater home for 40 years, called Theater of Note. And I will be singing that union song, Ethel of the AFM, for a night of union and work-related music. And then I'm going to have to put away the guitar for a couple months because the show that's being fundraised for in that fundraiser I am in. So I will be on stage acting for a few months soon. And you can, I'm rarely this organized, but I'll put in the chat the ways to find me online, and you can write me through any of those websites.
Wonderful.
And if you're interested in the Now See Here project that Jan mentioned at the very top of the show, that's why we know each other the best, because she is a phenomenal super contributor to the project. She's contributed 4 or 5 gorgeous songs. If you would like to contribute art or music to the project, get a hold of me and we'll make sure you get in.
Marvelous. Okay. So I am Jan Seides, or at least that's what it says in the corner of my square here. And it usually says that, so it's probably right. And you can find me at janseides.com, spelled exactly that way. And the next show we have here at Any Sunday will be, hold on, February, oh, this is going to be wonderful. It's going to be February, what is that? 18th, and it'll be Joseph Ide, who I met at Far West, and Rebecca Berlin, who I also met at Far West. So it's going to be our California show for that month. Yeah, that's the next thing I'm doing. I have a show that's gone back to being the second Sundays here in Austin, but this one I'm not going to be here for. Nevertheless, it will be Keith Ray and Jimmy Joe Natoli, and that's in Austin. So if you're in Austin, come and see us. Come and see them. I have to go out of town. Anyway.
So you're not going to be there?
No, I'm not going to be there. Just Jimmy Joe and Keith. It's going to be a marvelous show, though. You should go. So, moving along, Caroline.
All right. Well, I hope you can hear this. wrote this song when I met this man walking to a gig in Little Five Points in Atlanta, Georgia. And he was on the street and he had his copper jewelry laid out. And it was fabulous work. And he was just sitting there beveling the copper. It was gorgeous work. And I asked him how much for a piece. And he looked up, he saw my guitar, and he said, half price for a song. So this started a conversation. I sat down with him, I played a song, I played a couple, and I got to know Copper John. And little did I know, everybody walking past him knew him. And so this is our conversation as closely as I could remember it. All right? Head down, he didn't seem to stop to see his copper laid out on the sidewalk shop. I pointed and said, how much for this one? Saw my guitar and said, half price for a song. One song turned to 4 or 5, watching that genius work. Said he was a squatter, staying awake good. Said they taught him how to steal, how to lie in his younger day. Then he figured out how to make something out of nothing, with something they just throw away. Yeah, I learned a lesson. I got a song from the streets, got a handicrafter, Copper John. Yeah, well, he should have asked 50, thought he'd ask 30, said I was 20 and gave it to me for 10 and a song. Everyone that passed him knew his name and asked him, hey John, how's it going? I learned a lesson, I got a song from the streets, got a handicrafter, Copper John. Woo! I see him on the street from time to time. By his hand were copper with that honorable shine. Man hard pressed to lose, still found a way to stand his ground. I learned a lesson, I got a song from the streets, got a handicrafter, Copper John. I learned a lesson, I got a song from the streets, got a handicrafter, Copper John.
Marvelous.
Awesome.
That was gorgeous. Also, Jan, that song you sang about the flag was very moving. I've been a fan of yours for years, and I'm becoming quickly a big fan of Caroline's as well. So I'm very glad to be here. Thank you for asking me. We'll see if
Saying
you
yes.
continue to be. We'll see if you continue to be glad that I'm here. This one really is a sing-along. Again, I encourage you to stay muted, but I was lying the first time I said we were having a sing-along. But this one's easy. You just need to say the word hoosgow after I say it. Like every time I go, the hoosgow, you go, hoosgow. And I always assume I'm the oldest person in the room. So for those who don't know, hoosgow means jail. I co-wrote this with Miles Nye of the Bay Area. Hey buddy, have you heard the yammer? There's a new dance that's causing a clamor. It's all the rage in the slammer, the hoosgow. Inmates are making merry with the gang in the prison library, or alone in solitary, the hoosgow. In the black and white stripes that you're sporting, you'll make a good impression on the warden, or Lizzie Borden. Each evening rumor has the Birdman of Alcatraz jiving to this cuckoo jazz, the hoosgow. This dance could be a savior. Do it well and they might shave your sentence down for good behavior, the hoosgow. I heard Al Capone say to Dillinger, I'll be Fred if you will be my ginger. Those killers and robbers of banks in the prison yard are breaking ranks. They're putting away their shanks for the hoosgow. Do it like into it, you've your soul poured. Let 'em hear you down at the parole board, oh Lord. Let's give her a hand, she tap danced her heart out for you. You'll be the envy of folks who are free. They can only imagine this madcap revelry. They're pounding down the gates of every penitentiary. You just try to tell a fella he's not committed any felonies, not committed any felonies. It's a federal source of mirth. It'll liven up Leavenworth. That's the swingin'est place on earth, the hoosgow. The hoosgow. The hoosgow. Thank you for singing along and dancing, I hope.
Brilliant. And Rick, you are to be congratulated.
I found the perfect image
You
to
did.
end that
Yes.
song with.
Nice. That's beautiful.
Yeah, it goes perfectly with the song. So, there it is. There. Oh my goodness, what's happening here? After you've survived one of those hard times, the kind that gets you just before the dawn, anyone can tell you, if it didn't kill you, you got stronger. And surely that's no wonder. So the next time you meet trouble on the road, you know you'll be okay, 'cause you'll remember this is not the first time. It's not even the worst time, 'cause you're stronger. But now you gotta ponder, why me? Oh Lord, why me again? I thought you were my friend, and I think I'm strong enough now. Oh Lord, I think I deserve a little reward. I've been strong and patient with grim determination, and I think I'm strong enough now. So I went down and I had my fortune read, to hear the love and riches in my future. She just shook her head, no charge was all she said. And by the way, don't stay, 'cause that one's gonna hurt you. Why me? Oh Lord, why me again? Appreciate your attention, but I think I'm strong enough now. Oh Lord, I think I deserve a sizable reward. I know you got a plan, And I don't claim to understand, but I think I'm strong enough now. If you just need someone to toughen up, someone whose character needs tweaking, I know they can't be far, 'cause I see them in their car, crazy on the freeway every morning of the week. So why me? Oh Lord, why me again? Why not one of them? 'Cause I think I'm strong enough now. Oh Lord, I think I deserve some kind of award. Is this my cosmic debt, or did you make some kind of bet? I think I'm strong enough now. I know I ain't perfect yet, but I'm as strong as I can get. You gotta trust me on this. And I'm also strong enough now. Thank you.
Sweet. So this is a called Mission of Angels. Angel on a mission, delivered from the sky. Of contradiction from the devil in your eyes. We searched the sky for favor, searched body and soul. You heard something, angel, then you had to go. To question timing of angels that come and go. It's the nature of the beast, so they tell me. So I let you go on a mission of angels. What you working on, angel? Burning that midnight oil. You know I lay my life down on that halo. But the night is big and deep, and I am small and thin. Angel, I want you back again. But who am I to question timing of angels that come and go? It's the nature of the beast, so they tell me. So I let you go on a mission of angels.
that big dog bark? Is it just the wind, or is there something out there in the dark? Am I being blind, or is ignorance bliss? I know where the big dog and the dark, but please, angel, don't leave me like this. But who am I to question timing of the angels that come and go? It's the nature of the beast, so they tell me. So I let you go on a mission of angels. Yay. Todd? Good to see y'all.
We need to sing about angels more often. Did you see all the beautiful things that Rick put up? Wonderful song.
That was some world-class singing and guitar playing there, Caroline. Well, I don't have world-class singing and guitar playing going for me, but I have Goofy, so let's do some more Goofy. This is a song I thought I should try and write something in the tradition, so I came up with this one because I enjoy the little town of Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. The song is called Pigeon Forge. There was a Smoky Mountain lass in eastern Tennessee. Her shape that of an hourglass, her hair was wild and free. And through the foothills she would pass for all the world to see. And on her feast of beauty they did gorge in Pigeon Forge. And thus did Ruthie gain renown with looks that nature gave her, while all the young men of the town would vie for Ruthie's favor. They could not keep their passion down, so hotly did they crave her. She told them all that they must fight this urge in Pigeon Forge. There was a lad named Tom McGrew, a teacher and a scholar. With Ruthie he would rendezvous down in O'Leary's holler. They both took care that no one knew for fear of what they'd call her. For rumor travels quickly in a town as large as Pigeon Forge. Another of young Ruthie's beaux was a man named Russell, or 6 feet tall from head to toes and built of solid muscle. He looked on and his anger rose as off to Tom she'd bustle. He challenged Tom to meet him on the ridge near Pigeon Forge. Now Tom McGrew was no one's fool, as knowledge was his master, while Russell ne'er had been to school to earn a living faster. He had the strength of many a mule, a recipe for disaster. For Russell was a man who held a grudge in Pigeon Forge. In spite of Ruthie's pleas for peace, the men kept their appointment. She followed, begging them to cease and bearing first aid ointment. And on that day the town police to their local gin joint went. And history would spill blood on this page of Pigeon Forge. Ooh, oh, Appalachia, can nothing stop the plunder of every Smoky Mountain top. Now Russell dressed in grays and blacks and pants that needed pressin', while Tom McGrew wore Sunday slacks to teach Russell a lesson. And Russell merely brought an axe, but Tom a Smith & Wesson. And if Russell wanted bloodshed, he'd oblige in Pigeon Forge. Then desperately Ruthie cried and pleaded with each suitor, Ashamed, Tom turned his gun aside for fear that he might shoot her. And Russell, swallowing his pride, raised his arm to salute her, and accidentally axed himself between kidney and spleen. The birds from all the trees took flight, so great his cry of pain, while Ruthie fled into the night as it began to rain. And Tom fired several shots in fright, so addled was his brain. And that's what instigated the mudslide in which they died. The mudslide gathered force and speed as toward the town it sped. Oh, nature's power is strong indeed, and dozens soon were dead. Fewer mountains are what we need, the politicians said. And that's when they first gave their approval to mountaintop removal. Ooh, Appalachia, can nothing stop the plunder of every smoky mountaintop? Now some have tried to reason through the meaning of this ballad. I say whatever works for you and any theory's valid. I tell you what we ought to do is go and have some salad. And maybe we'll discuss while we are dining mountaintop mining.
That gives a whole new meaning to I asked myself that question.
You're right. That was my intent. You caught it, Rick. Thank you.
My word.
I'm a serious punster.
I take it you don't sleep much, Phil. You write long songs like that one.
Also, I just look like I don't sleep much. I understand that.
You look
By the way,
fine.
this picture behind me is from Pigeon Forge.
Is it?
Yes, it's a place
Yay.
called The Island in Pigeon Forge.
Yes, Pigeon Forge is awesome.
My word. Well, I'm going to take us down a peg. I have discovered, lo these many years, that once you're a parent, that's permanent. And I'll still be worrying about my baby when she's 90, if I'm still around to worry. Yeah. So this was written in response to an evening when we were together at a public something. I don't even remember where we were exactly. I do remember that we were in the ladies' and looking in the mirror over all the sinks, and I was admiring my beautiful daughter. And I turned to tell her how beautiful she was, but before I could say anything, she made a face in the mirror, and she said, "I'm just too fat." And I thought, no, and wrote her this song. A mirror can show you your face needs washing. A mirror can show you your colors match. A mirror can show you your hair needs brushing in a glance. A mirror can help you define your boundaries. A mirror can teach you to move with grace. A mirror can show you how to stand proudly and learn to dance. But it's only a frame, and it doesn't contain you. And it's silver paint that doesn't know your name. And the glass is cold, and it doesn't explain to you how warm and beautiful you are. A mirror can prove you exist in space. A mirror can show you the stars. A A mirror invites your searching gaze, but all it grants is a frame that cannot contain you, and silver paint that doesn't know your name, and the glass is cold and it doesn't explain to you how warm and beautiful you are. No mirror has felt your kindness, no mirror has felt your love or heard your gentle voice. No, mirrors are only mindless trompe-l'oeil. It is only a frame, and it doesn't contain you, and that silver paint doesn't know your name, and the glass is cold, and it cannot explain to you how warm and beautiful you are. 'Cause it's only a frame, and it will never contain you, and that silver paint will never know your name, and the glass is cold, and it will never explain to you how warm and beautiful you really are, like I do. Thank you.
That's lovely. Wow.
Way to rhyme trompe-l'oeil. Beautiful.
Thanks.
Wow. I wrote a lot of songs for my daughter. Yeah. But this isn't one of them. And this one was written by Rebecca Troon in Santa Barbara. I don't know if you know who Rebecca Troon is out there, Phil. Do you know her? Good. Rebecca is a dear friend. She's a honeysuckle possum too. She's in a great bluegrass country band. But Rebecca wrote this song, and it is a sing-along if you feel like it. Hold on, let's see. Is it on? Is it on? Hey, what's the carbon footprint of a bomb? Tell the truth, come on. We sit here in our dim fluorescent light while you're blowing up the planet day and night. Hey, what's the mileage on them F-18s? My car don't use that much gas in its dreams. Now you wanna ruin our water with tar sands, so you can blow up some more folks in other lands. But it's a small planet, war is just absurd. It's a small planet, let's all use our words. Say, what's the price tag on that big old tank? Did it make a lot of money for the bank? You make depleted uranium war machines. I hope you like uranium with them collard greens. 'Cause it's a small planet, war is just absurd. It's a small planet, let's all use our words. That's right. How you doing today? So good, hope you're feeling all right. Now most of our tax money pays for war. Sometimes I wonder who I'm working for. Gonna quit my job, grow vegetables out back. 'cause I don't want no part of killing, that's a fact. 'Cause it's a small planet, war is just absurd. It's a small planet, let's all use our words. It's a small planet, war is just absurd. It's a small planet, let's all use our words. That's right, hope you're doing all right. Let's come together. Hey, what's the carbon footprint of a bomb? Rebecca True. Awesome.
Rebecca and those honeysuckle possums are amazing, aren't they? Lindsay K., are you my friend from Knott's Berry Farm? Yes, you are. Hello. Thanks for tuning in. Lindsay's very nice, and she's the best cookie maker on the planet. I would like to add to this kind of brotherly, sisterly love from that last song. This is a song that's going to be on my next CD, probably. But my wife and I have been discussing whether or not it's a little cringy, because then I'll just spoil it for you, because I would seriously would like your opinion after I sing it. The narrator of the song, for most of the song, appears to be very nervous around foreigners, around ethnic types not his own. And he turns around by the end, but is it so cringy at the beginning that I should just abandon this song? I seriously want to know what you think about that. So let's give it a shot and see what happens. It's actually about my friend, the songwriter Jack Brown, who used to go to Far West a lot, Jan. You may have met him there, but moved to Korea years ago. Forget Korea, Jack, unpack your knapsack and come on back. Don't be whack, whack. With the pink slipping teachers and cutting back. The pink slipping teachers and cutting back hours and lowering rates. Educators are fleeing from California and a few other states. It's the noblest profession that's gotten so bad that this guy I know says he just can't afford to maintain his position in Idaho. And I'm worried about you, Jack, 'cause I know that I ain't gonna see you for a couple of years since you went and took that job in Korea. Keep your eyes open, Jack, and whatever you do, keep your head down. I don't speak from experience. I only ever been to Koreatown. Now George, Dick, and Carl left us this recession. It's their great legacy. But I don't know how you're supposed to explain that to grades kindergarten through 3. The kids just want to know where the meals and the fine arts and the teachers went. I can tell you about one. He packed up and moved to the Orient. And I'm worried about you, Jack, 'cause I know that I ain't gonna see you for a couple of years since you went and took that job in Korea. Keep your eyes open, Jack, and whatever you do, keep your head down. I don't speak from experience. I only ever been to Koreatown. Forget Korea, Jack, unpack your knapsack and come on back. Don't be whack, whack. Korea's neighbor up north's always talking crazy and rattling swords, it seems. But in 91, they managed to put aside their differences and join their table tennis teams. Plus, they got some great food, and I've liked every Korean flick that's come my way. And apparently, they put aside more money for teachers than we do in the USA. No, I ain't worried about you, Jack, 'cause I know that I'm gonna see you in a couple of years when you come home from that job in Korea. Keep your eyes open, Jack. If you see something cool, you should write it down. I don't speak from experience. I only ever been to Koreatown. Keep your stance nice and wide, keep your grip nice and loose when you play ping pong. Keep your guitar tuned. Come home and play us a Korea song. You can learn one phrase, sing it over and over all day, oh. Such as Ori and Nunta, Kati no Rei, oh. That's right. Ori and Nunta, Kati no Rei, oh. Sing it with me if you want to sing in Korean. Ori and Nunta, Kati no Rei, oh.
Wonderful. So what did we just say?
Yeah. Oh, it's something like we all sing together, something innocuous.
Okay.
But seriously, speak up or put in the chat. I want to know if that song belongs in my repertoire or if it's just too cringy.
Well, I'm all in for table tennis.
Okay, fair enough.
I didn't think it was cringy.
I didn't either.
All right, if someone did think it's cringy, don't be scared to tell me. Put it in the chat or something, because I need to know.
Maybe we're not the cringe audience.
Yeah.
We're just too sophisticated.
Yeah, I don't perform a lot for the John Birch Society or anything.
It's a good thing.
Yeah. All right, thank you for letting me run that by you, folks.
Well, I have a new one to run by you, too. In fact, this one is less than a day old. But I'm kind of in love with it, and there's reasons for that. Where it came from. There was a performer this year at SWRFA, which is Southwest Regional Folk Alliance, for those who are not folkies. And I run a showcase room there. And her name is Flamey Grant. And she's trans, and she's a fabulous musician. And she's as fabulous as she is as a musician, she's even better as a songwriter and storyteller. And I was just entranced by her performance. And the other element of this was Drag Queen Story Hour, which is running into snags all over the country. And I was thinking about Flamey's performance and about children listening to stories told by somebody eye-catching, riveting, and what that would be like for somebody who's like 3 or 4 or 5 years old. I bet you that would stick with you for the rest of your life. So I wrote this song in their honor, and I hope they get to continue after this madness is over. Lady Indigo takes her stage. Marmalade shadows dance on the walls. Before her, a cluster of curious eyes, flickering like fireflies, await her call. Lady Indigo turns to them slowly. Her velvet-gloved hands gather their light. Silver feathers flash, the walls disappear. Her story takes flight. And it's beautiful and strange, full of fancy disguise, glances and sighs, dances all through the night. Beautiful and strange, but story hour's over. Lady Indigo paints brilliant hues, seducing you with dazzling charm. Mortals stray where they're not meant to, but somehow get sent to their true lover's arms. Lady Indigo, in red satin and pearls, shares a world teeming with treasure. Amid ominous rumblings, her hero so strong had a song for your listening pleasure, and it's beautiful and strange, audacious and rash, courageous and dancing. Their mettle is proved in the fire. It's beautiful and strange. But story hour's over, and after each show, as you go to your home, her enchanting whisper remains, 'cause it's beautiful and strange. Full of fancy disguise, glances and sighs, dances all through the night. Beautiful and strange. Beautiful and strange. But story hour's over. Thank you.
That's a good one.
Thank you. Well, we're about to embark on our last round. But before we do, I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart to Caroline Aiken and to Phil Ward for saying yes to doing this. You can't imagine how much I appreciate it.
And I appreciate all my friends coming and saying hello. It's great to see y'all out there.
Yeah.
I've missed you a lot. So, and all the new friends that I'm making today. Yeah, we've got folks from Seattle, Bellingham, Lee, and Ecuador, Margot, and right here in my hometown, Todd, Master Gardener. So here we go. This is again, I wrote this with Moses Mo from Mother's Finest. We wrote it a long time ago, and it's called We're Having a War. Damn it, I can still sing it. Break out of your guns, let's see some action. Don't lie, we both want satisfaction. Ashes, ashes all fall down. I can see that stone look in your eye. There's something about aggression that gets you high. Where there's smoke, world's on fire. I look at you, you look at me. Eyes wide open, but we just can't see. Hard to do, but here we go again. Just yesterday our enemy was our friend. Ashes, ashes all fall down. Watch out for that sound you heard behind you. A temporary silence will remind you. Where there's smoke, world's on fire. Out of the blue, Nostradamus said it come true. Yeah, we're having a war. In our confusion, we're all united. Still having that war, and if no one cares, but there's hell out there, you know. Must be hell. Spiritual serenade, soldiers in a barricade, waiting for the guns to fade. Staring to a starry sky, looking for my baby's eye. My heart's at home, and why ain't I? Alright.
No matter how hard you try to, you never win till you know the fight's inside you. Ashes, ashes, all fall down. A revelation's coming to you, just around the corner, coming through you. Where there's smoke, world's on fire. To the red eye, out of the blue, Nostradamus said it come true. Yeah. Yeah, we're having that war. In our confusion, we're all united. Still having that war. And if no one cares, well, there's a hell out there, you know. Must be hell. Heaven war.
Yes, Caroline.
Thank you, Evie. Thank you so much for having me today, Jan.
Oh,
Really
my
appreciate it.
pleasure.
And y'all got some meaningful songs. I'll finish with one that's meaningful if you like cats. Miles Nye, the same songwriter I mentioned before, and I have a friend whose name is Sue Peel. And Sue Peel has a cat that's so extraordinary, we felt that that cat deserved a song. So we have written this song. It's pretty easy to sing along in the chorus, too. When blues singers sing blues, when yarn spinners spin yarns, they sing of animals in zoos, in forests, and in barns. The bandicoot, the jaguar, the fruit bat, the chinchilla, the jackalope, the minotaur, chupacabra, charybdis, and scylla, not to mention Godzilla. Above all these august species, there's one aristocrat. No parrot or ferret has half as much merit as Sue Peel's cat. Sue Peel's cat. Sue Peel's cat. There are oodles of poodles who just scratch their noodles at Sue Peel's cat. Who leaned against the structure once known as the straight-up Tower of Pisa. Who used leftover bits of fish bone to build the pyramids at Giza. Who was the brain behind Thomas Paine and helped Lincoln choose his hat. Throughout history you will repeatedly glimpse Sue Peel's cat. Who boldly went with Captain Kirk and helped Gelman discover the quark. Whose Space Odyssey inspired the work of Messrs. Kubrick and Clark. Who's often done the Kessel Run in 11 parsecs flat. If this galaxy's rocking, you can thank Stephen Hawking and Sue Peel's cat. Everybody! Sue Peel's cat. Sue Peel's cat. Author Carl Sagan invented the ray gun with Sue Peel's cat. When she scratches her ears, St. Francis appears, and non-free range chickens run free. When she twitches her tail, a baby whale is born in the Bering Sea, under a star of Galilee. We all want to know, is she a calico or a Manx or something like that? But no pedigrees on the pedigrees for Sue Peel's cat. Here we go. Sue Peel's cat. Sue Peel's cat. With lungs double-barreled like Ella Fitzgerald, you should hear her scat. In courts of law, I've heard the old saw, ignorantia juris non excusat. Then guilty I plea in the first degree to Sue Peel's cat. Well, this cat's dynamite, this cat's swell. She could do things better than anyone else. See, I'm not talking about Sue's dog Chelsea. No, Sue Peel's cat. Sue Peel's cat. Her name is Kevin. Sue Peel's cat. Meow.
What a way to go out.
Really? Has
Nice
Kevin heard?
backdrop, Rick.
Has Kevin Kelso heard you sing that?
Yeah, he probably has, actually.
That's great.
Sue Peel has.
I love it. I've got to meet this cat now that inspired a song like that. Well, before I do my last song, I wanted to mention that there is still a tip jar in the chat, and we would be grateful and honored if y'all would visit. Yes, thank you, Margot. And we all have websites, and we all have product on our websites. I myself have jewelry on my website that is made not entirely, but with my guitar strings and some semi-precious stones and other things like that. So you could go to my website and check that out. And it's made by Love and Life Art. Let's see, what else do I need to say? This is for y'all. Every lesson you learned is gold. All the scars where you healed are strong. You may once or twice have been broken, but you've done nothing wrong. All the outcomes that didn't match, all your plans and all your dreams, all that beauty you think you lack is ablaze for all to see. 'Cause your light shines through, your light shines through. It's what makes you you, and the cracks are there, so your light shines, your light shines. Part of the inspiration for this song was kintsugi, which is the Japanese art of repairing broken vases and such with gold-infused glue. And if anything, after they get through, the pot or whatever it was is more beautiful than it was when it was whole. That and Leonard Cohen, the cracks are how the light gets in, but I also think it's how your light gets out. All the obstacles in your path, all the trials you rose above, all those faults that you think you have, they are why you are loved. And your light shines through, your light shines through. It's what makes you you, and the cracks are there, so your light shines, your light shines. It's true, you are not perfect, but no one is perfect, and that matters so much less than you'd expect. 'Cause your light shines through, your light shines through. It's what makes you you, and the cracks are there, so your light shines, your light shines through. Thank you all very much for being here today and for listening. Totally appreciate your presence. Caroline and Phil, thank you so much for being here and for saying yes when I asked.
Thank you, Jan.
I'm going to stop the stream and the recording now.